The National Weather Service in Portland has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Clatsop County in northwestern Oregon and northwestern Tillamook County in northwestern Oregon until 8:45 a.m. At 8:15 a.m., Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located over Manzanita and moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Manzanita, Rockaway Beach, Elsie, Wheeler, Nehalem, Nicanacum, Foss, Moeller, and Hamlet. This includes the following highways in Oregon: U.S. Highway 26 west of Portland between mile markers 5 and 23, and U.S. Highway 101 between mile markers 34 and 52. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are in a mobile home or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Special marine warning for Arch Cape and Cannon Beach. The National Weather Service in Portland has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Cape Shoalwater, Washington to Cascade Head, Oregon, now 10 nautical miles, effective until 10:15 a.m. At 9:46 a.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing waterspouts was located over Cape Falcon, or near Manzanita, moving northeast at 40 knots. Hazard: waterspouts, wind gusts in excess of 65 knots, and large hail. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Boats could suffer significant structural damage in high winds and hail. Small craft could capsize in suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include, in northwest Oregon, Cape Falcon, Manzanita, Arch Cape and Cannon Beach. Seek safe harbor immediately. Those caught outside should move indoors to an interior on the lowest floor, and away from windows. This is a special marine warning from the National Weather Service in Medford, Oregon. Life-threatening winds and seas again on Saturday. Winds will diminish today through Friday night, but seas will remain very steep and hazardous due to fresh swell. An even stronger system is expected on Saturday. This storm will also produce hurricane-force winds mainly in a corridor from near and at the coast. From Port Orford north around Cape Blanco and just south of Bandon and out to 60 nautical miles from shore. Mariners are urged to seek shelter or remain in sheltered ports until this series of very strong storms passes, Hurricane force wind warning remains in effect from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time Saturday. Hazardous seas warning remains in effect through 5 a.m. Saturday. Winds south 20 to 30 knots. Through tonight, Saturday morning, winds will increase south storm force 45 to 55 knots with gusts up to hurricane force of 70 knots. Winds will remain extremely strong through Saturday afternoon. Winds will lower by late evening. Seas very high and steep. Fresh swell of 18 to 20 feet will continue through tonight, increasing to 20 to 25 feet Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon. Seas will remain high and very steep through at least Saturday evening. Very high seas will affect all areas tonight. On Saturday, a very strong system will bring widespread hurricane force winds from Gold Beach north and beyond 5 nautical miles from shore from Gold Beach to Brookings. Elsewhere, expect storm force winds on Saturday. Seas will be extremely high and very steep Saturday. Precautionary preparedness actions. A storm warning means winds of 48 to 63 knots along with extremely steep and dangerous seas are imminent or occurring. Recreational boaters should remain in port or take shelter until winds and waves subside. Commercial vessels should prepare for very strong winds and dangerous sea conditions and consider remaining in port or taking shelter in port until winds and waves subside. A hazardous seas warning means very steep and hazardous sea conditions are imminent or occurring. Recreational boaters should remain in port or take shelter until waves subside. Commercial vessels should prepare for rough seas and consider remaining in port or taking shelter in port until hazardous seas subside. A hurricane force wind warning means hurricane force winds and very steep and hazardous seas are imminent or occurring. All vessels should remain in port or take shelter as soon as possible.